Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. None of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this artist is. Sick of the garbage list, so I decided to target your all and tell you to call it quits. Ain't worry about who the hardest is, cause nigga regardless if anyone sleeping on me, I proceed to waking them up like coffee mix. You smelling the Folgers, believe me whenever I tell you it's over. Letting my rhythm control ya, and bobbing your head till it fall off your shoulders. I'm one of the best, sick with the flow and come with finesse. And niggas should know I'm not the one you should test. I put in the game under arrest, yes. Follow Apollo flow, you will see it's not shallow. Yo, it come and go like hola and adios, nigga, I be ghost. Money mission, paper chaser, like Mano, I wait the haters. Jealousy's helping me, cause it can only make me greater. I serve it like 80 waiters. My moves be way too major, they can't keep up, cause I'm just heating up like a radiator. Spit it with crazy flavor. Look how the crowd wildin' on these mic devices. I'm the nicest, throw your towel in. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. None of you niggas is competition. Whenever my songs is written, it's harder than long division. You know that I'm ready to blow when the bomb is ticking. Listen, whoever opposes me will need more luck than a clover leaf. The top is where I'm supposed to be. The rest of you niggas are go beneath. I got so many flows, I spit it, then I switch it, I change it and rearrange it. Then they mimic how I did it. The game, it just ain't the same. All these gimmicks to paint an image. Clearing the smoke and mirrors, appearing all in your vision. Most of you rappers is overrated. I gotta stay motivated. Reach my goal and make it. Snatch you up out of that throne and take it. It's dedicated to haters and underestimators, debaters and commentators, witnessing the greatest. Niggas could never fade us. Divide us or penetrate us. The livest of entertainers is trying to imitate us. Niggas could never fade us. Divide us or penetrate us. The livest of entertainers trying to imitate us. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Crazy right now. None of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Hey yo, it used to be a time when I'd be out of line for saying that. But in 2009/2010, even if you never heard of me, I got the right to make this statement. Cause it seemed like you only get a deal if you can't rap. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 3 niggas with a deal that can see me. Maybe. Rest of you niggas is garbage, man. Need to call it quits. Or take it how you want it. It's whatever. No skinny jeans. Ever. It's not appropriate. Him too. Motherfucker. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you rappers is kicking it half as hard as this. Call it quits, none of you